Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, welcome back to POT, PERLIS Online Teaching 2024. Okay, so today what we are going to do is we are going to focus on writing paper. Okay, SPM 1119/2. Okay, so for today we are going to focus on part 3, which is report writing. Okay, so with me, teacher NAZZATULSHIMA binti ZOLKIFLI from SMK AGAMA ARAU PERLIS. Let's start. Okay, so for today, report writing is very important. Okay, one of the question for part 3. Okay, so basically all of you know already. Okay, for part 3 we have 4 types of essays. Okay, the first one we have report writing. Second, we have articles. Third, we have narrative or story. Okay, last one is review. Okay, so out of these 4, okay, there are 3 questions will be come out in part 3. And you as the candidate, okay, you are supposed to choose only one, okay, for part 3 and answer that question. Okay, so basically, okay, these are the important elements for assessment skills. Okay, so we are going to focus on content, communicative achievement, organization, and language. Okay, so before this, okay, I have mentioned earlier about content, communicative achievement, organization, and language. Okay, we are going to assess your writing, okay, based on these 4 criteria. Okay, so basically each of these, okay, consists of 5 marks. Okay, so altogether it will be 20 marks. Okay, so for content, it is very important to follow the need of the question. Okay, so if you are able to answer all the needs of the question, okay, you are able to get 5 marks, definitely. Okay, next one is communicative achievement. So for communicative achievement, okay, you make sure that the readers or the assessor really understand, okay, what you are going to say in your essay. Okay, so if the readers, okay, understand what you are going to say, you are able to get good marks, okay, for CA, communicative achievement. Next one, we have organization. So this is the layout of your essay, how you organize your points from one to another. Okay, next one is about language. Okay, so where you are supposed to apply your grammatical skills, okay, and then how about your pronunciation, okay, and then spelling, for example. Okay, so you need, after you have finished writing your essay, you need to reread and go through again, okay, to make sure you minimize your errors. Okay, so next one. What is a report? Okay, so report is a formal account of an event, project, or situation. Okay, so for example, okay, your school is already organizing, okay, one program or event or even a project. Okay, so maybe you as the secretary of your school club, you need to write a report. Okay, so this is basically a formal account, of course, which is if we talk about formal account, okay, you need to use formal language. Okay, so next one is about, okay, report has particular purpose, okay, such as to inform or analyze. Okay, so what is to inform? What is to analyze? So for example, you want to make a survey, okay, survey how many students agree to bring their gadgets to school, for example, smartphone, right? So after you have conducted the survey, okay, so you need to do your statistic, okay, how many of them agree to bring their gadgets to the school, how many of them do not agree. Okay, so this is why we need to inform or analyze. Okay, so next one we have make recommendations or suggestion. Okay, so this is one of the purpose of the report, okay, where you do not, you are not satisfied with something, you need to come out with your own recommendation or suggestion. So you need to write in a proper manner, okay, which is writing a report. Okay, so what types of reports that we have? Okay, so we have club and society report. Okay, next one we have school event report. Okay, sorry. Okay, school event report. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so, okay, report addressing complaint. Okay, report based on survey. So these are types of the report. Okay, so you need to follow the stimulus, okay, or the question. What type of report does it require? So next one. What is a report? So let us take a deeper level, okay, about what is a report. So report is a formal document, okay, used to convey information, okay, often in a structured and organized manner. So structured, organized manner. Okay, why this one? Okay, so structured and organized manner. Oh, sorry, again. Okay, structured and organized manner. Okay, so organized meaning to say you need to use a formal language. Okay, you cannot use informal language. Okay, so written in formal language. So as I mentioned earlier, okay, you need to use formal language when you want to mention or you want to suggest something in your report. Okay, next one, it is mainly factual and impersonal, although it may contain persuasive elements. Okay, so persuasive element meaning to say when you want to suggest something, okay, you need to persuade. Okay, so this is what we call persuasive elements. Okay, you want to make suggestion, you want to make recommendation. Okay, so what kind of language, okay, what kind of expression that you are supposed to use, okay, when you want to persuade someone, for example. Okay, so a good way to make suggestions sound more formal is used to use the passive form. So what is passive form? Okay, some of you might be thinking about passive voice. Yes, you are correct. Okay, so actually for formal report, okay, or writing a report, you need to use, okay, as many as possible, okay, passive forms. Okay, so don't worry, we are going to look at it. Okay, what is active voice versus passive voice? Okay, after this. Okay, next one. Okay, first, in order to get good marks, okay, for your report, okay, you need to know how you are going to tackle, okay, this kind of task. Okay, the first one, write the title of the report. So this is very important. Okay, the title of the report. So let's say the report is about science and innovation competition, or it's about a canteen day of your school. Okay, so that is the report. The title of the report meaning to say what is the event, what is the program, okay, that being carried out, okay, by your school. Okay, so next one, pay attention to your role. Okay, to your role, who the report is for. Okay, so here, okay, when you look at the question, you need to identify, okay, who are you? Okay, you are writing to whom? Okay, so for example, okay, we have here as secretary of the club. Okay, so secretary of the club. So your position, okay, your role is a secretary. Okay, write a report to the teacher advisor. Okay, to whom you are supposed to send this report? To the teacher advisor. Okay, so you know already, okay, you are the secretary, you need to send this report to your teacher advisor. Okay, how about B? Okay, you are the head prefect of your school. Okay, so it's different. A, you are being a secretary, okay, as a secretary. B, you are the head prefect of your school. You have been asked to write a report to the principal. Okay, so here, principal. So this is a different person, okay. So the first one, you are supposed to send the report to the teacher advisor, okay. The second one, you have to, as a head prefect, you need to send to the principal. So please identify the question carefully, okay. The third one, state the aim of the report. So what is the aim of the report? Okay, so meaning to say, an event or program or project, okay, there must be an aim, okay, or several aims, okay. So what aims? Aims, it can be mission, okay, it can be mission, okay, it can be objective, okay, objective, okay. Okay, so aim, objective, purpose, okay, mission or objective, okay. So when you are supposed to mention this, okay, so this is very important. For the first paragraph, okay, you need to mention the details about the program, event or project. Then you need to include this, the aims or the objective of the event, project or program. Okay? Okay, next one. Include specific details in your report such as, okay, date, venue, time, number of people, okay, and activities. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, so there are specific details, okay, you need to mention. So you need to be straightforward, okay, be specific, okay. For example, the date, okay, don't say last week. You need to state when is the date, the exact date, okay, of the project or program. And then the venue, where is the location, okay, is it at your school, okay, so where is it? Is it in the school canteen? Is it at the classroom, for example? Next one, number of people, okay, number of participants involved, for example. How many teachers in charge? How many participants, okay? So you need to give the details, okay, in your report, okay, especially for paragraph 1, okay. Next one, use the prompts or question given in the stimulus. So use the prompts or question given in the stimulus, okay. So here, when you read the stimulus or question, okay, you will find there are 3 content-related prompts given, okay, in the question. So when you want to draft your answer, you need to focus on these 3 content-related prompts, okay. So next one, depending on the stimulus, give your suggestions, recommendations, or proposals, okay. So this one, it is depend, okay, in the question. If the question asks you to give a suggestion, okay, then you give your suggestion. So if not, okay, if you want to add your own suggestion for this report, so it's up to you, okay. But it is a must if the question asks you to give suggestion. Okay, next one. End your report with your, so this is very important, your signature, your name, and position. Okay, so at the end of your report, make sure you write, okay, this, okay, reported by, okay, and then your signature, then your name, your full name, your position or your title or your role, okay. If you are the secretary of the science club, so you need to write there, secretary of science club, okay, SMK AGAMA ARAU, okay, for example, okay. Next one, okay. So, tada! This is the layout, okay, of your report. Okay, so first you need to start with to. Okay, to whom you are going to send this report. Okay, for example, you want to give to the principal. So just write here the principal's. Okay, principal's name. Okay. Okay, principal's name here. Okay, from. Okay, so your role as a secretary of science club, for example. Okay, so subject. Okay, so let's say it's about science and innovation competition. Okay, so this is very important, okay, as the format for report writing. Okay, so first you start with the to whom you are going to send this report, and then from whom, okay, you as the secretary, of course. Okay, next one, the subject, science and innovation competition. So introduction, meaning to say this is your first paragraph where you mention about the details of the project or program. Okay, next one, heading number 1, heading number 2, recommendation. So this is, you need to follow the content related prompt. Okay, so for heading 1, 2, recommendation, for example, so this you need to follow content related prompt. Okay, so this you will find in your stimulus or question, okay, your content. So you put it here as second, third and fourth paragraph. Okay, last, okay, you have to end up with your conclusion. Okay, so next one. Okay, okay, so now if you want more information, okay, regarding how to write a report, okay, you can find it in your Form 5 textbook, okay, on page 186, okay, so you can find there how to write your paragraph 1, okay, there are few sentences there, okay, and then how to write paragraph 2 up to 4, okay, so don't worry, okay, you can go and take a look okay, at your textbook after this. Okay, but first, I'm going to go deeper how we are going to create your introduction, how we are going to identify the content-related prompts from the question, and how we are going to use this content and draft your answer, okay, for your report writing. Okay. Okay, so now what we are going to focus on is, okay, so as you can see here, okay, there are some of information regarding how to write a report. Okay, you can find this in your textbook, okay, Form 5 textbook, page 186. Okay, so if you want to know how you are going to write your paragraph 1, okay, so there are some of the sample of sentences, okay, given in your textbooks. Okay, how you are going to proceed with your paragraph 2 and paragraph 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so basically this is what you are going to do, okay, with your textbook Form 5. So don't worry. Okay, so now what I want you to do is we want to focus more deeper how we are going to develop your introduction, and then how you are going to draft your content-related prompts, okay, that given in the stimulus, okay, and then how we are going to write a complete essay of report, okay. Okay, so now before we are going to look at the sample essay regarding how to write a report, we are going to focus on some meaningful expressions, okay, that you can use in your essay. So if you want to quote, okay, about people, okay, the participants, okay, who involved in that program or project, so you can use, it is clear from the participants that, okay, so next one, it has been mentioned that, okay, another one is it has also been reported that. So this is how you are going to mention about what is happened, okay, what is being done by the participants, for example. Okay, so next one, reporting observation. Okay, so during the project or program, okay, maybe you have observed something, okay, so how you are going to report this? Okay, so you can use, it has been observed that, okay, next one, another point to mention is, okay, next we have yet, another aspect to highlight is, okay, so you can use these meaningful expression when you want to explain about your observation. So next one, expressing possible results of problems. Okay, so you can use, this could lead to, okay, so what is the effect or outcome, for example? This may well result in, okay. Next one possible outcome of this could be, so this is when you want to mention about possible results or outcome, for example. So next one, expressing causes of problems. Okay, when you want to mention what are the factors, for example, okay, so this could be due to the fact that, okay, so you need to mention here the causes. Okay, so this could be the result of, okay, so after this you need to mention the causes there. Okay, so next one, okay, suggesting ideas. Okay, so this is very important when you want to give your suggestion. So it would be or it would not be advisable, it would not be practical to, okay, and then you state your idea here, your suggestion. Next, perhaps the most effective way to would be to, okay, so this is some of phrases that you can use if you want to mention your ideas. Okay, next one, suggesting solutions to stated problems. So when you want to give solutions, of course, when you have a problems occur in your project, in your program, okay, so you are supposed to give a solution or suggestion or recommendation how we are going to solve this kind of problem. Okay, so one solution to this problem could be, okay, next one, this could be prevented by, okay, next one, to improve this situation, it is suggested that, okay, then you state your suggestion here, would be an effective way of dealing with this problem. Okay, next one, to rectify this, it is essential to what? Okay, so in writing your report, okay, you can use these kinds of meaningful expression, okay, to make your report more formal. Okay, so next one, please, there are a few of do and don'ts, okay, in report writing. Okay, the first one, do not use contraction. What is the meaning of contraction? Okay, so for example, it is a short form. It is. Okay, so when you write in your report, it is. It is will become it's. Okay, so this is the short form for it is. Okay, so you cannot use this one in your report writing. Remember, it is a formal writing. Okay, so you cannot use contraction. Okay, next one. Do not write in the first person. I think. You cannot write this one. Okay, so maybe you can use they, them. Okay, do not use the first person view. Okay. Next one, use passive voice whenever possible. So, passive voice. Okay, because this is formal report writing, so you need to use more passive voice sentences. Okay, next, use more specific word. So, I already mentioned earlier, okay, we need to be straightforward. Okay, be specific. Okay, so you cannot use thing or something. Okay, what is the thing? What is something? So be more direct and straightforward. For example, problems, solutions, and subjects. Okay, there is another way how you are going to write. Okay, so let's say if you want to say it is not enough. Okay, so not enough is slightly informal language. So do not use this one, not enough of. Okay, so you can replace this one with a lack of or a shortage of. Okay, it is more formal for your report writing. Okay, next one. Okay, tada! Okay, active voice versus passive voice. Okay, so remember, if possible, try to use more passive voice. Okay, so it is very important. How you are going to change this active voice to passive voice? Okay, if you notice, okay, active voice, okay, so the doer, okay, the doer, okay, the person who did the action is in front. Okay, however, passive voice is different. Okay, so how we are going to change from active voice to passive voice? Okay, the first one. Okay, let's try this one. The committee divided the participants into groups. So the committee divided the participants. So how you are going to change this one? So the participants. So you put the participants in front. Okay, the doer, the person who did the action at the end of the sentence. Okay, so the participants were divided by committee. Sorry. Okay, by into groups. Okay, so the participants, the object will be in front, right? Okay, so let's try number 2. The science club organized the program. Okay, what is the answer? The program was organized. So you are using was organized by the science club. How about number 3? Our teacher asked us to work in groups. Our teacher asked us to work in group. Okay, so we were asked by our teacher to work in group. So we are using were asked by our teacher to work in groups. Okay, last one. Our senior told us to keep quiet during the speech. Our senior told us, okay, to keep quiet during the speech. So, it will be, we were told by our senior to keep quiet during the speech. Okay, so in your report, you are supposed to use these kinds of sentences, okay, which is passive voice. Okay, remember that. Okay. Next one. Okay, so for organization, how you are going to get 5 marks for your organization? Remember, you need to use cohesive devices. Okay, for example, we have linkers, conjunctions, okay, pronouns, okay, synonyms, okay. So these are a few examples, okay, that you can use in your report writing. Okay, so let's take a look, maybe 1 or 2 here. So if you want to mention about a result, okay, so you can use so, therefore, as a result, okay, thus, and because. Okay, so you can use, okay, to comparison, okay, if you want to add, okay, some of the points, for example, or ideas, okay, and also furthermore, okay, if you want to give examples, okay, so you can use for instance, for examples, okay, such as, okay. So next one, if you want to highlight something, okay, you can use in particular, especially, and etc. Okay. Okay, next one. Okay, now, so this is one of examples, okay, report question. Okay, so you recently saw this notice in a food magazine. Your school recently held a science and innovation competition. Okay, your teacher has asked you to write a report on the competition. So, your teacher ask you to write a report on the competition. So you know already, okay, who asked you to write the report? It is your teacher. Okay, so what is the name of the club? Okay, so science and innovation competition. So it might be science club of your school, right? So it might be science club of your school. Okay, so next one, in your report you need to include the following. So this is what we call content related prompt. Content related prompt. Okay, so we have 3. Okay, the activities conducted, okay, will be content number 1. Okay, the benefits gained by the participants, okay, is 2. Content number 2. Okay, next one, suggestion on how to improve future competition. So this one is content number 3. So we need to draft your answers based on these content related points. So remember there are 3 content. Okay, so next one, the report must be submitted to your teacher. Okay, so to your teacher, meaning to say your teacher of science club. Okay, so this is teacher advisor. What is teacher advisor? Guru penasihat, right? So teacher advisor. Okay, so write your report. Okay, so this is very important. So this is one of question about report writing. Okay, next. How we are going to draft your answer? Okay, so first things first, okay, you know, okay, the layout of the report. Okay, first you need to write about to whom? Of course here to your teacher advisor. Teacher advisor. So you can give the name of your teacher here. Okay. Next one, from. So maybe you are the secretary. Secretary of science club. Okay. Subject. Okay. So remember, it's about science and innovation. Competition. If we referring to the question, right? Okay. So we have 2 from subject, okay? And then we have the introduction. So where you are supposed to give the details of the event. Details of event or project. Okay, so this is about science and innovation competition. Okay, so you need to give the details. Okay, for example, when. Okay, who officiated the program. Okay, for example, at what time. Okay, does it started. Okay, it end ended at what time? For example, how many participants involved? Okay, so you need to mention in your introduction. Okay, so how about paragraph 2, 3, and 4? Okay, up to 4. So, here you need to refer to your content-related prompts. Okay, so you can find content number 1. Okay, content 1, content number 2, and content number 3 from your question. Okay, so don't worry, we are going to do this one after this. Okay, so last but not least, okay, we have recommendation, or what is your hope? Okay, as your last paragraph for report writing. Okay? Okay, next one. Okay, so how you are going to draft your answer for part 3 report writing? So, as you can see, these are the content derived from your stimulus, from your question. So, the first one, your question asks you activities conducted. Okay, so activities conducted. So remember, it is about science and innovation competition. Okay, so all these activities related to science and innovation, for example, right? So we might have project presentation. Okay, for example, maybe there is a car model presentation or workshop, for example, okay? One of the competition on that day, let's say, okay? So next one, workshop sessions. Okay, so this is where maybe you call expert, okay, to come there and show you something. Okay, so it's quite interesting, right? So maybe you will have workshops, okay, some hands-on activities maybe. Okay, next one, exhibition and demonstration. So this is what related to science and innovation competition. Okay, so you can use your own ideas or your own activities that related to science and innovation competition. Okay, so second, benefits gained by participants. Okay, so this is where the advantages come. Okay, so how about the advantages? So the first one, enhanced learning experience. Of course, okay, when you go to some workshop or project presentation, it will enhance, it will enlighten you about learning experience. Okay, so next one, increase creativity and problem solving skill. So when you go for demonstrations or workshop, for example, it will increase your creativity. How you are going to solve certain problem that related to scientific matter, for example. So next one, teamwork and communication skill. So of course, when you go for project presentation as a team, okay, it will increase your teamwork, okay, it will increase your leadership skill, for example. So these are a few of advantages or benefits gained by the participants of the competition. Okay, so next one, suggestions to improve future competition. Okay, so like I said earlier, if one of the content related prompt requested by the question is asking you to provide solution, so you need to give solutions, okay, to suggestion to improve future competition. Okay, so as you can see here, activities, benefits, suggestions. So it is very important, okay, for you to analyze how many ideas or points that you are supposed to give for this essay. So activities, it ended with IES. So meaning to say more than one. So that is why I'm giving 3 examples of activities that being conducted for that competition. Next, benefits. Okay, ended with S as well. So that's why I'm giving 3. Okay, so at least more than 1. So if you want to give only 2 for activities, only 2 for benefit, it's okay already. it's okay. Okay, so at least more than 1. How about if you give only 1 for activity, only 1 for benefit, your marks will be lower. Okay, maybe we are going to deduct your marks because you do not follow what is needed by the question. Okay, next one, suggestions. Same, okay, it's ended with S. So you need to give more than 1 suggestion here. So, okay, so if we want to attract more participants, for example, okay, so you can use online participation, okay, who are staying far away from the venue or location of the competition. So you can ask them to participate by doing online participation, okay. So next one, mentorship program, okay. Next we have more interactive session, okay. For example, more hands-on activities, okay. Maybe lab experiments, for example, you make a workshop, okay, how to make a soap, for example, okay. So you let the participants to try on their own, okay, doing soap, okay. So that is why it's very interactive, okay, engaging, okay, to them. Okay, so we have finished, okay, draft the answers for the content number 1, content number 2, and content number 3. Okay, clear? Clear, right? Okay, next one. So, for the first paragraph, okay, we need to do introduction. So, introduction is very important. Okay, in part 1, part 2, and part 3. So, make sure all of your essays, you must have introduction, and then the content, and then your conclusion. So, it's the same with report writing. Start with introduction. Okay, so in introduction, you need to give the details of the event. Okay, so the details of the event, for example, we have where, okay, which school, is it your school, is it other school, okay, when was it, okay, so what is the date, the exact date of the project or competition. Next one, what were the objective, the purpose or aims, okay, of the program or competition, who was involved. Okay, so you need to give this in your paragraph 1. Okay, how you are going to write your paragraph? Okay, so this is an example. Okay, let's read together. Okay, on 26 September 2024, the Science Club of Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Agama ARAU PERLIS organised a science and innovation competition. The event was held in Dewan Al-Faizin, spearheaded by esteemed club advisor Mr. Nardin. This competition began at 8:30 a.m. and concluded by 4:30 p.m. Okay, one purpose of the competition was designed to nurture critical thinking, teamwork, and scientific curiosity among young learners. 50 students from 10 schools participated in a total of 4 competitions throughout the day. So as you can see here, okay, the details, for example, when, okay, the date of the event, 26 September 2024. Okay, so who organized? Okay, so the Science Club of SMK Agama ARAU PERLIS organized. Organized what? Okay, so science and innovation competition. Okay, so where is the venue or the location? Dewan Al-Faizin, okay, at the school hall. Spearheaded. What is spearheaded? So spearheaded, okay, so this is lead by. Lead by, or the person who, or the person who take the initiative. Take the initiative to lead this program or competition. Okay, so you can use this word, spearheaded. It's a good word, right? Okay, so next one. This competition began. Okay, so this is the time. Okay, it started at 8:30 a.m. and finished by 4:30 p.m. Okay, so those are a few details, okay, specific details that you need to give, okay, for your introduction. Okay, so another thing is you need to mention what is the aim or purpose of the project. Okay, do we have the objective here? One purpose of the competition was designed is to nurture critical thinking, teamwork, and scientific curiosity among young learners. Okay, so this is the objective. Okay, how about the number of students involved? Okay, how many participants? So we have 50 students being mentioned here. From 10 schools participated. There are 10 schools participated, okay, in a total of 4 competition. Okay, so these are the numbers of participants involved in that competition. Okay, so clear already, right? Okay, next one. Okay, for paragraph 2, you need to give the details of the activity. Okay, the activity here. Okay, so as you can see here, the first picture is about what? Someone who is officiated the competition, right? Okay, and this one we have car model competition, right? Okay, yeah. So this one car model, okay, competition. Okay, competition. Okay. Okay, so car model competition. Okay. So next one we have, okay, this is about soap workshop. Okay, process how to make a soap. Okay. Next one we have, this is what? Is it coding robot better, I think? Okay. Yeah, robot better, car model competition, soap workshop. Okay, so those are a few activities that you can mention for paragraph 2. Okay. Who officiated the competition? So you need to give the name. So normally, the person who officiated the event or project is the school principal, right? Okay, so what activities and where? The venue of each activity. Okay, so next one. So this is an example of paragraph 2. So let us read together. So the event commenced with the officiating ceremony by the principal. Okay, so the principal officiated. Okay, so Mr. Arpan bin Syari, in his speech, he highlighted the importance of adopting a positive attitude and mindset towards science and innovation. So this is, you have quoted, okay, from his speech. Okay, so what is being said by the principal? Don't worry, you can include, okay, in this paragraph 2 because it is one of the activities, right? So, as you can see, the first activity that being mentioned here is the officiating the ceremony, right? Okay, so when you want to tell about this activity, you need to elaborate. You need to give supporting details. Okay, so here, as you can see, for officiating ceremony, who officiated the competition? So it's being mentioned here, the principal of SMK AGAMA, ARAU. Okay, so what he said regarding this project or competition. So you may quote here and put it in paragraph 2. Okay, so next one, reminding us of the dire need of for awareness regarding using technology appropriately and the prevention of cyber crime. So you take, okay, some of the points from his speech and put it here. Okay, so next one. So after the officiating ceremony, okay, so after that all participants were chaperoned to the venues of their competitions. Okay, the computer lab was a venue for coding competition. So as you can see here, this is the venue. Okay, and then it is for coding competition. Okay, so you can mention what kind of activities that being held, okay, and where was it? Okay, is it at the school hall? Is it at the computer lab? So this is one of the example. Coding competition, okay, it is at computer lab. Okay, so next one, physics lab hosted. Okay, so physics lab hosted a car model competition. Okay. Meanwhile, the soap making competition was held in chemistry lab. So chemistry lab, we have soap making competition. Okay. So as you can see here, there are some of the words, okay, that being used, okay, to mention where is the location of the particular activity. So the computer lab was a venue. So this is one of the way you want to mention the location for that activity. How about the second one? Physics lab hosted. Okay, just now was a venue, and then the second activity, okay, hosted a car model competition at physics lab. So the word used is hosted. The third one is soap making competition was held. Okay, here. So there are different words using, okay, to mention the location or the venue of the event or activity. So if you are able to do this, okay, when you are using different kind of words or vocabulary, you are going to get better marks for your language. Okay, so you use variety of vocabulary. So it is good for you, right? Okay, so next one. Biology lab was the location. Here was a venue. Okay, how about this one? Was the location for robot combat. Okay, robot battle, robot combat. Okay, it's the same, right? Okay, before taking a break, students could also visit booths about aromatherapy and planetary system prepared by university students in the main hall. Every member of the science club was in charge of different venues as judges, facilitators, and master of ceremonies. Okay, so here as you can see, there are 4 activities being mentioned. Okay, where is the location and then who is involved. Okay, clear for second paragraph. Okay, as you can see, how the students related from one sentence to another. Okay, they are using cohesive devices, right? Okay, after that, okay, we have this one. And then we have meanwhile. Okay. And then we have before taking a break. Okay, so try to use these, okay, linkers, cohesive devices, okay, to make your ideas flow smoothly. Okay? Okay, next one. So, paragraph number 3, okay, content point number 3, okay, the question asks you to list out the benefits, okay, that gained by the participants. Okay, so you can say that expose them to new technology, okay, so they can adapt, okay, in their daily life, for example, and then to bond and share expertise. Of course, when you ask, okay, expert, okay, to come to your school, okay, to do some demonstration, okay, to teach you something, then you can learn from them and they can share their expertise, okay, to the children or to the students. Okay, next one, creating more convenient gadgets and innovation in the future. Okay, so this one to encourage the students and participants to be more creative. Okay, so how about the paragraph? Okay, so there are many benefits offered by this event. One of the advantages is students are largely exposed to new technology that they can adopt in their routine. Apart from that, such events allow participants to bond and share their expertise with others who have similar interests in the field of science. Okay, so first sentence, okay, you are saying there are many benefits. Okay, so one of the advantages, okay, exposed to new technology. So this is one of the benefit, right? Okay, and then apart from that, you are using cohesive devices, okay. Next one, participants to bond and share their expertise. This one is benefit number 2. Okay, next one. Additionally, again, okay, this is your linkers here. Okay, cohesive devices would further trust and effort towards creating. So this one is benefit number 3. This would further trust and effort towards creating more convenient gadgets and innovation in the future. So we have 1, 2, 3. So basically the question asks you about the benefits. So paragraph number 3 would be the benefits gained by the participants. Okay, next. So paragraph 4, the question asks you about some suggestions. So here we suggested virtual presentations, okay, so to make sure that there are more participation, okay, from the students who live far away from the venue or location. Next one, additional interactive session, okay, for example, lab experiments, okay, you ask the students to have more hands-on practices or activities in that kind of workshop. Okay. So, how we are going to put it in an essay? Okay, so to enable broader participation, okay, as you can see, this is more formal, right? Broader participation. Okay, students from remote area are encouraged to participate in virtual presentations. Besides, okay, again, yeah. Additional interactive session that includes hands-on activities such as lab experiment would enhance engagement and practical learning among students. So as you can see, there are 2 being mentioned here. Number 1 is about virtual presentation, okay, your first suggestion. The second one is about hands-on activities. Okay, interactive sessions. Okay, for example, hands-on activities on lab experiment. Okay, so we have 1, 2 suggestion here. Okay, so this suggestion to make sure there are more participants in future project or future competition. Alright, clear? Okay, next one. Okay, so conclusion. Okay, so for conclusion, okay, so basically your hope for the future event. Okay, so it is the same for all reports. Okay, so you are, before this you have suggested some of the improvement, okay, for future competition. So this is your hope. Okay, what is your hope in your conclusion? So to sum up, the event was a massive success as a result. Okay, so you are referring to this massive success. As a result, we have received numerous accolades from contestants and they are looking forward to our upcoming competition with improvement to be implemented in the future. So this one is about your suggestion before this, right? So it's about your suggestion here. Okay. We can anticipate more quality participation and organization from our school. So meaning to say this is your hope. Okay, so you anticipate. So this is your hope. We can anticipate more quality participation in the future. So this is the end of your essay. Okay. So this is the full version. Okay, so don't worry. I know the the words here is quite small. Okay, don't worry, it's the same. Okay, because we have discussed every paragraph. Okay, starting from introduction up to conclusion. Okay, so some of my students, okay, they love to ask me, teacher, how about this subheading that we have? As you can see here. Okay, this is what we call subheading. So for report writing, so it is optional whether you want to write it with the sub topic, okay, for that particular paragraph. Okay, so if you want to make it like this, is okay. But if you do not want to include the subheading, you don't want to write it this one, you don't want to write this one. Okay, so it's okay. Okay, it's just like the normal essay. So, but don't forget, you need to write to, from, and subject, and then your essay here. Okay, if you do not want to put the sub topic or title for your paragraph, so it's okay. So it's up to you. Okay, so okay. So, don't forget this. Here. After you have written your conclusion, don't forget to write reported by, okay, and then your signature. Okay, this is your signature. Okay, and then your role. Okay, what is your role as the secretary of Science Club? Okay, SMK Agama ARAU. Okay, so this is the format for report writing. Okay, clear? Okay, next one. Okay, so these are a few of reminders, okay, that you need to remember. Okay, first things first, you need to read the question well. Okay, so when you read the question, you need to analyze, you need to identify the content-related prompts, and then you need to draft, right? So try to identify the content. Second, okay, do some planning before writing, where you are supposed to draft, okay, your layout of your essay. Okay, next one, think of explicit ideas and elaborate well. Okay, for example, you are reporting about the activities involved. Okay, so please, you need to elaborate. Okay, give some details about the activities. Okay, next one, show maturity in your ideas. Okay, wide knowledge. Okay, so this is because you need to use formal language. Okay, so next one, appropriate style, tone. Okay, which is more formal. Remember, okay, do not put any idioms, okay, sayings, okay, it is not appropriate for report writing. Okay, another thing is you cannot use contraction, okay, it is formal writing, so do not use contraction as well. Okay, do not use flowery sentences. Okay, remember, this one is not a narrative story. Okay, it is a report writing, it is more formal. Do not use flowery sentences. Okay, so next one, organize your paragraph. So how you are going to organize your paragraph? You use linkers and cohesive devices. Okay, so next one, Okay. So I think that's all for today. So I hope all of you please, okay, do the best for your English paper, okay, especially writing paper, part 1, part 2 and part 3. So we have covered, okay, report writing for part 3. Okay, so please remember, okay, the layout of the report, okay, what you should do, what you should not do, okay, for your report writing, please bear in mind. So lastly, okay, to all SPM candidates 2024, okay, all the best, okay, be the best of whatever you are, strive hard for your SPM 2024. Salam PERLIS Lead, salam Malaysia Madani. Bye.